This is a presentation of SBE 15, New York City.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Chris Crump. I'm the Senior Director of Sales and Marketing for Comrex Corporation. I'd like to thank you for joining us at this webinar this evening, where we can talk about some of the new products that Comrex will be introducing this year and later on. Obviously, with no trade shows to be able to do this at, being a part of the Next Best Thing tour, along with Broadcast General Store and Second Opinion Communications, has really been a blessing for us to be able to bring equipment and the things that we make for broadcast out to you. So hopefully we'll be able to come to a city near you in the future. And if not, we'll do more of these if you think they're useful. But in the meantime, I'd like to get started to talk about some of the things that Comrex is going to be coming out with in the not too distant future. What I'd like to start out with is kind of a little concept car thing that we have going on over here. Those of you who are familiar with our Access multi-rack, and I'm actually going to zoom in a little bit so we can take a look at the rack. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay. So with this device, you can actually access all 5 multi-rack within this panel. All of the audio is AES67 based. There are 2 Ethernet ports in the back of the unit and a complete touchscreen interface for it. This product is not available yet, but we're really interested to find out if you find this an interesting product that you might be interested in the future. Please let us know. You can send me an email at chris@comrex.com. Be really curious to find out your feedback. Again, this is the Access multi-rack panel mount, and all touchscreen, completely AES67, so it's going to be compatible with Axial Livewire, WheatNet IP, Dante, and Ravenna AES67. So it covers all the AES67 family of stuff. Right now, I'd like to introduce Tom Hartnett, Comrex Technical Director, who's going to introduce another new exciting concept for you. Tom, take it away.
Thanks, Chris. Hey, everybody out there. It's kind of blustery here in Long Island today, but I'm really excited to be here because we're going to be talking about something that is new in terms of generational change in how remote broadcasts are done. I've been with Comrex for 33 years. I've seen the frequency extenders. I've seen the ISDN codecs. I've seen the POTS codecs, and all the way into IP codecs, which have been going well for about 15 years. But now, particularly triggered by the pandemic, we all are getting much more used to using computers and smartphones in terms of connecting back to studios. So I know that a bunch of you out there are already using Zoom and things like that. What we've come up with is a way to enhance that kind of audio quality. So it's a new service that we're introducing. So I see this as the next thing after IP codecs. I think this is something that we're going to be all using and talking about for the next 15 years. Our particular product is called Gaggle. That's GAGL and effectively it's a server that we maintain and you subscribe to. The really cool thing about it is that it allows you to connect to your Comrex codec, your existing codec. Now we have tens of thousands of codecs out there. Gaggle is a way for you to leverage that hardware you've already bought, but enhance the capability of it. Because by subscribing to our service, you can have 5 people simultaneously on your codec conferencing together, all in low delay, high quality audio. This is an example of the landing page that you will get when you log into the Gaggle service. And you'll see a list of contributors here. Everybody gets a little audio meter. There's a moderator that allows you to control who's on when. And I mean, we're all very much familiar these days with conferencing apps. This is like that. However, it's got an advantage. First of all, it connects to your codec, so you get that nice pro-grade, high-quality audio feed in and out. It also uses all of the things that we've developed for the codec over the years in terms of stability. So the link between our Gaggle server and your codec is much more stable and much more high quality than you'd normally expect on a typical conferencing service. You're able to do 5 people at a time on this system. The moderator has complete control over it. It has a lot of very good functions for the radio broadcaster. For example, the mute functions have been enhanced so that you have moderator control mute and guest control mute. And each of those people have different levels of power over that mute function. As I said, it's just designed to be rock solid. It uses the WebRTC standard built into your web browser. So it's using the high quality Opus codec at a bit rate that is designed for pro grade broadcast quality audio. It does not move video. And that in itself is a very big enhancement to the systems that you might know.
So Tom, let me ask you, how is this better than Zoom?
That's what I just mentioned.
Oh, okay.
Pro grade audio in and out, connect to your existing codec. You don't have to have a computer online, and the stability factor of the codec sitting there using the brick management function. It's auto adjusting the delays and keeping everything nice and stable. So this is Gaggle. It will be available this year. More announcements are coming in terms of exact dates and prices and so forth. But I really do think that this is the next generation of audio, remote audio broadcasts. So thanks for your time. I'm going to hand it back over to Chris.
Cool. Thanks, Tom. I'm excited too. I think it's going to be a really cool product because we've had a lot of customers asking for something just like this, and it answers a lot of questions for a lot of broadcasters even today. So we have the new Access rack mount panel mount. We've got Gaggle, which is going to be available as a subscription service later on this year. More details to come. And of course, what's that?
5G.
Oh, 5G. What about 5G? Well, come up here and tell us about 5G.
Okay, I forgot to mention this. We've had a lot of inquiries about whether we're going to be supporting 5G on our codecs. And obviously, you've seen a lot of marketing on TV. 5G is the next big thing. You can't live without it. In reality, it can offer a small upgrade in its current form to the existing 4G services, but it's really not night and day, particularly if you're talking about upload speeds. It does have one significant advantage, which is that it's available in some sports venues on a band that's very, very high. So it's got very limited penetration, wall penetration or coverage, but it can actually enhance that application for sports broadcasting. So one of the other things that we've managed to do is to integrate, rather than building a 5G modem, which is a little bit challenging these days, particularly in the electronics industry we have now, what we've done is we've added support for the 5G hotspots that are available from the major cellular carriers. There's 2 of them I have on display here. This is the Verizon version. It's made by Enco. It is battery powered. However, this hotspot, as well as the one that's available for AT&T here, can connect to our codecs via a single USB cable. And that USB cable will transfer the data back and forth, as well as power the unit, so you don't have to worry about the battery inside of this guy. It works on all of the available 4G bands and whatever 5G bands you have available. Again, it's a maturing industry, so the carriers will get better. But right now, in highly congested, dense urban environments, it can give you an edge. So this is the Enco. We also have here. This is the Netgear version, and they're all described in an application note on our website. Just search for the word 5G and it'll pop right up. This one is actually unlocked. It'll work on worldwide networks, which is pretty cool. And you just put your SIM in it. Your control is completely on the front panel display. It pops up on the codec as just a new network access port. So it works very well. And if you're interested in being future-proof for your modems, they're available. So check out the tech note.
Cool. I appreciate that, Tom. Man, see all the stuff we're missing by not having NAB, except we're not missing it because we've got webinars. How fun. Now, I know most of you know that if it's not important to Comrex, it's not important to me, but that's not necessarily true. We love being part of the Next Best Thing tour. I love my fellow vendors. All right, so Jeff Williams from YellowTec, my fellow vendor, a good friend, he's going to talk to you about some stuff that's coming from YellowTec.
So we have some great announcements this year. One that the American market hasn't seen too much of because it was announced in at IBC in 2019. And of course, we didn't have a NAB 2020, is we came out with camera mounts finally to work with our poles and our microphone arm systems. So if you're looking to get that video-friendly studio and mount cameras around on your YellowTec products, we now have that. It's available both in black and silver. The other announcement that we have that I will be presenting to all my dealers, they will have part numbers and prices real soon, is we came out with a pop filter that'll work with many different brands of microphones, again matching the YellowTec brand of microphone arms. So that's what's going on in YellowTec land. A lot of great products have been purchased, and I'm always here to help out all our customers. So thank you, Chris, for bringing me on.
Just out of curiosity, can anybody hear these sirens? I mean, because they're really loud. Can you hear that?
Well, I got to check with my parole officer. I'll be right back.
Okay, got it. Okay, so Jeff, thank you very much. We're in Lynbrook, New York on the Next Best Thing tour. This is our webinar to talk about new products. So I don't want to leave out our good friends at Enco now that Gilbert's back. He needed to put on mittens because it's a little bit chilly here. So Gilbert, I hear you have some new exciting stuff at Enco. Is that true?
That is so true. Sorry, guys, I'm from Arizona, so this is a little bit chilly for me. Enco's been around for a while. And our biggest product today is our encaption product, which is pretty much speech to text in real time. So what we're talking about is live captioning, taking an audio feed, converting that audio feed using ASR, automated speech recognition, and creating captions. We have an on-premise machine. We also have cloud solution. The on-premise machine is nothing more than a workstations where we can take the SDI input coming in, processing that audio in real time with a delay somewhere of 2 to 4 seconds, sending that text downstream to a closed captioning and encoder, and then that encoder is going to embed the captions into your video signal in real time. Our accuracy out of the box is somewhere between 92 to 95%. We also have the ability of adding text. Never going to be 100% correct, and neither is a live captioner, right? But we do have the ability of learning local terminology, proper names, city names, county names, and improving that accuracy. The accuracy could get a lot better by use of, the ability of, through a MOS interface, also to import scripts from newsroom systems such as ENPS, iNews. That is also going to improve the accuracy. All of this is done, within 2 to 4 seconds delay. We also have the ability of, identifying a speaker change by use of sensitivity filters. So let's say we are captioning a news broadcast where there is 2 talent on the, speaking at the same time or on the show. We're able to detect a speaker change based on tone of voice. So once we hear a tone of voice, we add the little chevrons followed by the captions of the new speaker. Very state-of-the-art technology. We also have within the speaker detection, the important thing to understand is that we're not adding any extra delay at all by activating the speaker detection. The delay is still going to be within 2 to 4 seconds. And then we also have the ability of what we call you know, adding sentence structure and punctuation. That's something that we've been working really hard, because just spitting out text sometimes doesn't work too well, right? Unless you're going to add the punctuation and create sentence structure. That is pretty much it, Chris. I mean, I really would love you guys to come out. If you have a chance, come out and check out our Encaption. We have a demo unit here. We're playing back a live video. And we also have the opportunity, you know, we can do virtual demos if anybody wants to see them. You know, I'm here through this week and then always available. Thanks, guys.
And Gilbert, I think they put the heat on in the car for you so you can jump back in there and get warmed up.
Arizona, here I come.
There you go. Here's your mask, by the way. Oh,
Thank you, sir.
can't forget that. Thank you very much. Okay, so this has been a really good tour for us. This Next Best Thing tour, sponsored by Second Opinion Communications and our good friends at Broadcasters General Store. Dave Kirsten says that he wants to say some words to you because that's what Dave does. He says words. Dave.
Thank you, Chris. I think I'd just like to thank all the vendors that have participated and all the broadcasters that have come out to support us. Being here today in the parking lot, David Antoine showed up. It's probably been 5 years. We just got a chance to get a hug, a handshake, and just chat, catch up on family and friends. Those things are really important. So I just want to thank everybody for that. On my front, as far as selling for BGS, Telos has come out with the 6th generation of audio consoles called the Quasar. We now have the XR and the SR version, and just want to keep you guys coming out and attending. Before I hand off to Chris, I'd like to introduce somebody else who works with Sprite Media. Also happens to be a brother-in-law, so I'm trying to keep it in the family. This is Keith Paglia.
Hi, everyone out there. It's a pleasure to be here at the Next Best Thing audio tour. We really appreciate everyone that comes out. Like the guys out here have just worked. It's now turned into years and honing this and getting you the best products out there that is taking the place of, as we all know, the NAB show and things that we can't be at and that we hopeful are coming back. But again, just briefly, I'm from Sprite Media. We make a very unique product. It's a digital signage product that you can take control of your screen and make the television, actually any one that you own, the most valuable thing in your piece of equipment in your office. We do stretch clocks, reception areas, menu boards. If you can imagine it, we can design it. And the beauty of it all is you can change this product from any device, your computer, your tablet, your phone, at will. Change the fonts, the colors, the information. I welcome you to come out and see it on the tour or go to our website at Sprite Media. And hopefully we'll see you out here. It's really been terrific. And we thank New York for a turnout here and coming out to see. It's been cold. And again, come out and see the tour. The guys have worked hard here.
Keith, thank you very much. So we're going to be in Washington, D.C. tomorrow. On Wednesday, we're going to be in Richmond, Virginia. On Thursday, we're going to be in Raleigh, North Carolina, followed by Charlotte on Friday. So if we're going to be around one of those cities, we hope that you can come out and join us, visit with the vendors, have some FaceTime. It's nice to be able to see people for a change and have real conversations in person and not over a Zoom, even though it does have its purpose like we're doing right now. So I'd like to thank you all for attending our webinar today. If you find this interesting, let Conrad with the SBE 15 know, or Jeff Schick. I'd like to thank Conrad Troutman for making this platform available for us, and also Jeff Schick for his assistance as well. Thank you very much. Remember, Comrex has some great new stuff, as does Enco and YellowTec and Sprite Media. Make sure to come out and check us out on the Next Best Thing tour. Thanks for attending. If you have any questions, Jeff is standing by and he can field them for us if you have any questions.
So far, no questions.
Wow, that was easy. Okay. I just want to recap because I'm selfish like that. So we've got the Access multi-rack panel mount concept. Shoot me an email if you think it's interesting. And also Gaggle, which is the new service that will allow you to have up to 5 people connected into the web interface using basically a high quality headset, USB headset on a computer or even a smartphone. And it will connect into an Access rack mount or a brick line. Pretty revolutionary technology that we think is going to make a big difference for a lot of broadcasters. If there are no other questions, I'd just like to thank you all again, and we'll sign off for tonight. Thanks for joining us on this product launch webinar.
Thanks for joining us. Please remember to subscribe to SBE 15 New York City.